Hey y'all, this is Miss Mother Trucker here. Just on here saying hi for my Wednesday night live. Trying to get my little fireplace in the shop right. I know, how cozy, right? It's just not working for me today. Hello, hope y'all are doing great. I'm on a load going from Oregon to Florida. Florida, yeah, right. I hope this is coming through clear, you guys. I don't know. Am I coming through clear? Or is it choppy? Hey honey, how you doing? Yeah, like I said, I'm just sitting here. I'm hoping this is coming through clear. I'm just kind of in that pass in Utah on the other side of Salt Lake City. So, hard to tell. Doing well. How are you doing? It's going good. It's going good, sweetie. Clear. Awesome sauce. Well, hope you guys are doing well. Everything here is going okay. Been looking at things for my pickup for doing a DOT legal sleeper on it, and there's this thing, I think it's called Woodland or something like that, sleepers, and they make a sleeper going side to side. Hey, how are you doing tonight? I'm doing really good, Curtis. How you doing tonight, sweet pea? Decided to do my makeup tonight. I was going to put lashes on, but oh well. I decided to go with a little dark. Y'all like the darker lipstick? I'm such a dork. Right, some kind of trucking channel, right? Makeup tips. But yeah, this load going to Florida. It's going to Clear Lake. It's for, let me see, 5,000 something. But it's going over the 4th of July weekend, and I just didn't know. Oh, you are so good, sweet the Wander. Thank you, darling. Hi, Mother Trucker. How are you? It's going good tonight. I'm hating to run on recaps, so this whole load's going to be on recaps. And it's 2,000 something miles. And I got to get around 500 a day at least to make this load on time. It is, I am getting for this load $5,340. Not great, but you know, it's really not bad for a 4th of July weekend. I'm just grateful to be running. Are y'all all running, or did some of y'all take off for the 4th? Good, you are real. Oh, honey, that's so sweet, Curtis. Thank you, darling. I appreciate that. Hey, and if y'all aren't subscribed to the channel, would you please hit that subscribe button? Every little bit helps. The more subscribers I get, the more I'm going to make on the channel. I have finally monetized my channel, so I'm hoping to really see it start picking up. And every time y'all leave a comment or hit that like button or subscribe button, also hit that notification button, and it'll let you know when I'm coming up. So I'm trying to decide when to make my move from Prime to the new company. You know, doing RV transport. So I'm trying to really stick it out here as long as I can to get that going. Oh, and did y'all hear? They switched it to 30,000 miles. I think I mentioned it in my last deal. Yes, cha-ching. That's what I am hoping for, my friend, when I jump over to RV transport. But they're it's paying really good. I mean, $3 a mile, but haul a 53-foot trailer. Hell yeah. I hear RV transport is yeah, RV transport's really starting to rocket. I mean, it's steady, especially now that you can haul triples and doubles. It pays a lot more. And I mean, we get a low paying $3 a mile. As reefer drivers, we think we've hit gold. There, it's a minimum. That's what you're getting for hauling triples. And it's not triples hooked up behind each other. It's all on a 53-foot trailer. I'm good, you are. Oh, you guys are so sweet. So where are y'all coming at me from tonight? Can y'all hit that like button? It would really help me out. I'd appreciate it. And I'm coming from Utah, by the way, in the past. Got my little Prime mug here. I don't know what I'm going to do with all my Prime swag when I guess I'll just use it. But a lot of my Prime stuff doesn't fit me anymore. It's too, Florida, that's, hey, life is out. That's where I'm headed, sweetie. I'm headed to Clear Lake, Florida. Yakima, Washington. Okay, know where that is. I used to live in Rainier. And I also lived in Tacoma at one time and on Joint Base Lewis McChord on the Port Louisiana. I used to live in Metairie, Louisiana. I used to really like Louisiana. It just got a little too crazy for me. I'm home in Texas. Holiday weekend. Okay, nice. Rich. Hey, got in trouble for right on red. My company doesn't like it. You got in trouble for was it an illegal? Were you in an area where it was illegal to go right on red? You know, y'all, that is one thing that gets me. There's so many towns and cities and counties that you're not allowed to turn right on red. As a general rule, you can. And I almost will never go right on red unless it says you can do right on red. Because, I'm sorry, the one thing y'all always need to do is protect your CDL. Always, 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 always. 100% legal in Florida. Why'd you get in trouble? Dude, if you got a company that has it that much up their ass, I'd be like, Skittles, bitches. And I'd be gone. You know, You know, that's just ridiculous. You know, but Prime has a lot of rules like that it's illegal to do this, it's illegal, even though it's not illegal, they don't like it. And I know other companies, they all have their little things they like or don't like. Rollo, if it's signed, don't do it. Yeah, I don't do right on red unless I know for a fact. Because it's not worth it. And those things are set up a lot of times to trap us and to make money off us. But although that county or city's making money off us, they don't give a shit that they're hurting our careers and our livelihoods. Most I can't do safely, but some are obviously safe. Yeah, exactly. You know, but like I said, it's just one of those things that I'm always worried in protecting my CDL. And just because I'm going into RV transport, I'm doing the type of RV transport you have to have a CDL for. The loads are too big. It's different ways to use your CDL. And also the company I picked is because I get to go to Alaska. Yay. I miss Alaska, y'all. Have any of y'all ever been there? I used to live in North Pole for 8 years. I remember when we first got stationed in Alaska. Hi, good looking. You're live again. How are you? I'm doing great, sweetheart. This is my normal Wednesday night live. I missed. Oh, my sister's in here. Yay! Hey, Suzanne. Y'all say hi to Suzanne. That's my sister. I mean, she is such a sweetheart. I love it. And this is the reason and my brother's in here. Hey, Paul, how you doing? Mad Ray Poker. He's a poker. Oh, by the way, how'd that poker tournament go that you were in? Did you win? Do you have something cooking in the... No, I don't have anything cooking, honey. The Wonder. Oh, let's see. Lucky lady, you've never been, but I'm looking for... Oh, Alaska is insanely beautiful. I love it. When we first moved there, it was in November, and we were coming up to Alcan. A lot of the towns were closed for the year already. And I remember it was like our third day there, and we had a mother cow and calf moose, and they are way bigger in Alaska than they are the lower 48. They one was on one side of our van, and we had one of them camper van type things, real tall custom ones, and there was one on the baby was on the other side. My ex-husband could not get in the van. He actually had to call, and the military's like, oh no, do not mess with them, you wait for them to go, and then you can get in your vehicle and come in. He was totally excused from duty because of it. Oh my God, my brother, the true gambler, lost his poker tournament. My sister-in-law, the non-gambler, she won on the blackjack table. Go girl. Now see, for me, I love blackjack and slots are my favorite thing, but I love craps and roulette too. And I really don't know craps and roulette that well, but they're so much fun, and everyone's screaming and yelling. One, you're throwing dice, and the other, you're spinning the wheel, and it's just a lot of fun. The Wonder OTR says, hey, Suzanne. Only the lonely, hey. Cool. Well, I'm really happy for you, Suzanne, that you won, my dear. Hey, are you in Indiana? No, they're not. They're from Indiana. They're not there right now. They're in Oklahoma now. Suzanne's married to my brother. I am doing great, darling. How are you doing? Well, I'll tell y'all, I'll be going down the road. Like today I was going down the road, and all of a sudden, right in my scalp started burning. Because for some of y'all know, I just had a nip and tuck little facelift. And the nerves are starting to come back to life. Holy shit. Man, that stuff hurts. No fun. No fun at all. So what's your plans for the holiday weekend? Is everyone going to be out on the road? Any of you guys got some trucking in Indiana? Has to be. Indiana's not in my region, but the few times I have gone in there when I did the whole country, I hate going through Indiana with my big rig. Great, you came back to Prime? Waiting for a trainer. Why do you need a trainer? Did you used to work at Prime? Cleveland, Ohio. Here 2 nights. Nice. So you'll be there, Sonia? Okay. Painful, but you look great. Yeah. Oh, honey, you are so sweet. Thank you. Sonia will be in the house. You know, I have not got to stop and see fireworks in so long. I am looking forward. I will be stopped tomorrow night somewhere, and hopefully I can see fireworks from the truck. I'm in Indiana. I am in India. Truck driver. Earn so many money making vlogs in truck. Oh, nice. Debbie Rose. Guys, I have to squint to see this crud. I'm sorry. I'm doing my best. Where are you When are you going to Clear Lake? I'm headed there now. I'll be there Monday during the 4th. Let's see. Ridge. I'm off. Front porch deck. That needs help. I hear ya. I'm in Utah right now. Oh, Clear Lake, Clear Lake, Florida is where I'm headed. I almost bought property in Clear Lake, California, and then I found the lake was poisoned with too much mercury. I have a 1946 house. Oh, I love old homes. I used to have one that was built in the 1800s. My family did when we were in Colorado. Yeah, I left back in April in TNT, and the trainer wasn't the best. Tried to change, and it wasn't an option. I'm surprised that wasn't an option. Do you ever come to Maine? I have been to Maine a couple times, but no, I'm now Western Regional, even though I am going to Florida. It's just a fluke. So every once in a while, yeah, I end up in Maine. What's the temp in Utah today? I don't know. It was in the 70s. Wow, 1800s. Cool. Yeah, that was a cool old house. It was around during the Civil War. It was a beautiful old brick house. You remember that, Mad Ray? Our house in Colorado? And it was a gorgeous home, let me tell you. Same, almost bought property there. I feel like everyone is on meth though. Neighborhoods were really sketch. Where's that? The Wanderer in Clear Lake, California, or where are we talking? Where'd you almost buy property? Yeah, I mean, it's really a shame. He said, yeah, okay. It's really a shame that so many people have what drugs have done to people. I mean, when I was young, the big thing was marijuana, and I didn't do that. My brothers did, but I didn't until I got in my 50s. That's when I started smoking weed. I begged my way back. But I don't anymore because ever since I became a truck driver, I don't touch the marijuana. 100%. But yeah, like I said, our generation, now I know that there was a lot of rich kids that were doing coke and shit like that, but for people like us, marijuana was the big thing. And then I remember acid was kind of big back when I was younger. And when I say younger, my early 20s, like blotter and stuff like that. I know truckers did black mollies and stuff to keep going because it was a different world back then. But yeah, I was never into the drug scene. And then I know probably when I was in my late 30s, somewhere in my 30s, I started seeing some of the dancers when I was a dancer started doing crystal meth. And I really didn't know what was going on. I mean, they'd be just tweaking, and I just thought, oh, they are so high-strung. What is wrong with these girls? And they were doing meth. I found out later. Cool house. Yeah, Mad Ray loved that house, too. I begged my way. You begged your way back into Prime? Please, you don't have to beg your way to get into Prime right now. They're desperate. Say no to dope. Right, absolutely. Keep on trucking. Suzanne, that place is a meth pit. Oh, coming back from what I understand. Yeah, I don't know. Good to hear. It's nice little town. In the 50s, I would say you were in your 40s. Oh, honey, you're so sweet, but I prefer in my 30s. But yeah, I'm almost 60. I'll be 60 in a year and a half. Um, so you only have to do, yeah, you only have to do 30,000 miles right now at Prime. They just switched that. And you know, that's one thing that is kind of irritating to me. Because, like I said, I said it in the last live, my one student, he came into Prime, he had like 13, 16 years experience, and he was off, he went to work for the railroad for a while. And they made him, he was 100 miles short when I was going out for my facelift. He was 100 miles short, and they made him turn around and go do a truck recovery or something, because they said they didn't quite feel safe putting someone out on the road on their own without doing the full 50. But when they really need drivers, because, you know, they've lost a lot of trainers due to a couple things, you know, but they need to start filling these trucks. So they turned around and moved it to 30,000. So it's okay. You guys don't consider 30,000 safe until you need drivers, and 30,000 is plenty of miles. See, you know, I wish they'd just straight up say, hey, no, we're doing this for the needs of our company. I can respect that. I really can. I can respect that. Just say that's what it is. Don't say that you don't find it safe to turn someone loose at 30,000. Now you moved our miles back to 30,000. And when I went through, it was 50,000, then they moved it to 30,000. And then I trained a bunch of students at 30, then they moved it to 50. And, you know, it's always for safety reasons. No, it's not. It's at the needs of the company. And right now, because, you know, we did the inward-facing cameras, and I think anyone's an idiot to quit for inward-facing cameras. I really do. I've had inward-facing cameras on my truck now. I've had no problem with it. Steve, I might drive it. Oh, so you're thinking of driving a truck? Have you ever driven before, Steve? Please be a trainer. Oh, no, honey, my training days are over. You drive a car, Charles? Okay, well, nothing's wrong with driving a car. What do you do with your car? I mean, do you do it for a living, or what do you do for a living, Charles? But I'm fixing to be driving a 3500 Dodge Ram, and that's what I'm going to do for a living. But I'll be hauling RVs, but my combined vehicle weight rating will be too high. You have to have a CDL. And it's hitting that sweet spot of money. I won't be paying this out. My 1 week truck payment on this truck is more than my whole month on my brand new Dodge Ram. Oh, you drive I'm a certified consultant. You're a certified consultant for what? And Steve, yes, you drive a car for a living. Okay, Steve, do you do like Uber? Or do you do DoorDash? Do you deliver medical supplies? What do you do? I'm always interested in finding new ways to use your CDL, or new ways to do transportation type jobs, because some of us, we just love to drive. I do need to double and triple endorsements. No, you do not need double and triple endorsements to do RVs, because you're hauling one long trailer with 2 or 3 RVs on that 53-foot trailer. You're hauling travel trailers. So no, you don't need a doubles or triples endorsements. I'm a trainer on getting only solo load. Joe, are you at Prime? That's one of the reasons also I quit training, is my trainees, my students were making more than me. I was doing solo loads, and that's not the only reason I quit training. My last student was fucking psycho. But yeah, I was doing a lot of solo loads, and there was a lot of weeks my trainee was making more than I did. Charles, no CDL needed. Okay, awesome. see. Keep on trucking. Have you ever done ship? I'm not sure what you're asking, sweetheart. Have you ever done ship? Oh, no, I haven't done ship. Is that where it's like a drive-away thing? You go get in a truck and deliver it, or get in a van and deliver it? I think I've heard of that, but no, I've never done it. But, I mean, the RV transport thing, that's kind of, it's paying way more per load than we're getting at Prime right now. And like I said, my expenses are going to be less than a quarter what I'm paying at Prime, and my gross revenue is going to almost be double every week. So, financially, it just makes more sense. I'm sorry. I had a terrible student experience. That guy sounds like he was a psychopath. I'm sorry, he was a psychopath. Joe, did you ever answer? Are you with Prime? So the psycho student ruined it for everyone. It wasn't just the psycho student. That was my catalyst to say, okay, it's one too many things. This has gone too far. And I literally thought I was going to die that night, that last night. I was so scared. And just about 5 days ago, I woke up crying and screaming. I had such a bad nightmare that I was being stabbed to death by this psycho motherfucker. You know, so, yeah. But no, it's when students are making more than the trainer makes on a paycheck, and they're giving you all solo loads, it's just, no, it's not worth it. I'm glad you said still with us after that. Yeah, I'm glad I'm still with the world after that. Trust me. I was terrified, and I mean pissing terrified. Oh my God, did y'all see that? I was watching that debate the other day. You know, someone asked me in the live, did you see the debate between Biden and Trump? And of course I hadn't, so I pulled it up on YouTube. Oh my God, that was sad. I'm sorry you have had to go through that. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. I mean, it wasn't really much of a debate. I mean, poor Biden. That man just, he's not there. UShip is an independent site where people post hauling jobs that you do. Oh, okay, yeah, I've heard of them. Yeah, Biden is. Yeah, I really feel sorry for Biden, and honestly, Trump took it really easy on him. I have a lot of respect for how Trump handled him. Trump could have slaughtered him. He could have just tore him down, but Trump was very kind, and that's un-Trump-like. So I think Trump's learned a lot, and he's not being such a prick anymore, and so I really respect that. Biden, he would be like, all of a sudden, he would start talking about something, and then he would forget what he was saying, and then he'd go, start looking down and stuff, and then he would just turn to Trump. He goes, "You're a criminal. You're the only one on this stage that's a criminal." It was like out of nowhere. He totally forgot what he was talking about. And it was really, really sad. Does anyone think Trump's going to prison? No, Trump's not going to go to prison. The guy is 81. It's too much on Biden. It really is. You know, I think Biden might have been a better president back when he was vice president. I really didn't pay any mind to him because I'm a Republican, and when what's his face Obama won, I thought, okay, well, you know, the country spoke, let it go. and I didn't pay much mind to it. I did get a little bit of respect for Obama, and like I said, I'm a Republican, but I mean, the man stood strong. Was he the best president? No. Was he the worst president? No. But I didn't pay much mind to him, and I was a military wife, and we always voted Republican, because traditionally Republicans have always supported the military, and of course, President Obama did some shit that really hurt the military. He really disassembled our military. But he also did some pretty brave shit, like he went into the country, sent troops in to grab Osama. I mean, he risked an all-out war with another country. So I had respect with that, but he took away a lot of incentive for soldiers, like retention bonuses. He changed where you could retire at 20 years in and start collecting your retirement. So that was a huge retention incentive for people to stay in the military, because you want to keep all that experienced personnel. And so he did stuff like that that really hurt. Because I'm sorry, if you're going to put 20 years into the military, you deserve that paycheck when you retire. Hello there, just joining for a minute. I'm at a restaurant about to order. Oh crap, I'm so jealous, Crystal. Get me some, girl, get me some crab. Not crabs, but crab. Do you go raw? What do you mean, do I go raw? What's that? Like raw food? I'm not quite sure what you mean. But no, Trump is our next president for sure, and we desperately need him. Am I a big Trump fan? Fuck no. But he's the best thing we got. To the pink in the sink. Bar back. But I think Trump is what we need for our country right now. I think his first, and I hate to say it like this, his first term, he had to learn how to be a president. He had to learn how to be political. And then during his time down, I think he realized he wasn't as prepared his first term. And I think going back in and just watching him campaign, watching him, he seems to be a lot more polished. I think he's going to do really, really good when he comes back. I think he's got his shit together. Him and Biden are only a couple years apart in age. But I really, really think he's going to do good. I wish I were that lollipop. Oh, I'm sure you do, dear. Be back. Got to go to the store. You're going to the store. Okay, Suzanne, when you're at the store, pick me up a few things. Okay, girl? But, let me see. Trump 2024. Absolutely. My brother's a big Trump fan. Keep on trucking. Would you rather drive autos or... Okay. Now, for a big rig, I'd much rather drive a manual. For a car, I'd much rather drive a standard. I love driving standards. I really do, but not in a big rig. These manuals are unbelievably awesome on the big rigs. You got enough going on that, you know, I'd much rather drive a manual. Not manual, an automatic on the big rigs. Oh, do y'all like my hair straight or curled? Just asking. Just curious, because I didn't curl it today. I just wore it straight. I feel he will, because he's a... Well, I don't... You know, Trump was born with a silver spoon in his mouth. His father kept him from going bankrupt, and he's gone bankrupt several times. I don't like a lot of his business practices, but I think Trump is actually a very intelligent man. Looking nice that way. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate that. Straight? Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I got a lot of hair, but boy, I'll tell you, losing all that weight, I lost so... If you guys look back at my videos, back a few years back, my hair was real thick. And when I lost all the weight, I have lost so much of this hair. It's thinned out so much. You know, it's just, ugh. But they say it'll get thick again once my body gets used. You know, I stop losing so much weight. I've lost over half my body weight. I mean, I've lost a lot of weight. I got so big as a trucker. But boy, I'll tell you, I am just looking so forward to coming off the big rig and doing the one-ton dually. It's just going to open so much more to me. I remember that your last video, you said your training was a pervert, and that that is nuts. Yeah, my last trainee, my trainer was more of a pervert than my trainee, but my trainee was a pervert too, because he'd be sitting here in the back, and I'd always knock before I come in. Anytime, I keep that curtain closed between the front and the back, and if I pull over, I always knock in case, you know, just to let my trainee know I got to come in and get something. And he, like one time he was spread eagle, and I was like, oh Lord, dude. Another time he was bare ass. I mean, he was disgusting. But I had another trainee that would sit next to me in a seat and would pull his shorts down almost to his knees and play with himself. And I'd be like, dude, you got to stop that shit. And he goes, I'm just so hot down there. I got to let it air. And I said, oh, you'll be airing when I throw you out the damn window, fool. Losing weight is getting healthy is great. I live in 4 years and lost 60 pounds. Well, awesome. That's Thailand. Nice. Super healthy and low carb food out there. Yeah, I mean, this isn't exactly healthy for me, but you know, I figure this is like, I think 40 calories, and it takes me forever to eat it. But you know, eventually, once I'm hauling RVs and stuff, the great thing, even though I'm hauling a 53-foot trailer, I'm just hauling, I have the one-ton truck in front of me. I'll be able to get into Planet Fitness is easier, get around, and it's just going to be a lot easier. Oh, thank you, Steve. You're such an angel. I appreciate that. So I'm really looking forward, and I was vegan for years, and I don't think I'll ever go totally vegan again, but I'm going to go to eating seafood, but I'll still eat eggs and stuff like that. I don't know what they call it when you eat seafood and I'll eat chicken. I just won't eat hooved animals. Let me see. I heard she is dating JF Trucker as well. Who is? I'm not dating anyone if y'all are talking about me. Oh, what is this guy? Played with himself. There is no respect for people anymore. No, but you know, the guy I'm talking about, he actually ended up being a pretty cool kid. And he's just a kid. I'm trying to cut out sweets and pop. I had to cut out pop. That was one of my biggest things to losing weight. I eat seafood. Yeah, I love seafood. I like crab, lobster, stuff like that. Sounds like keto diet. No, I don't do keto because, I mean, I eat Maine. I was totally vegan for a while. No animal products at all for a few years, and I was in the best shape of my life. But I miss stuff like potato salad. I missed omelets. I missed deviled eggs. I missed crab. I missed all that stuff. So I'm going to do almost what they call the Mediterranean diet. You're allowed seafood, but all the meats have to be less than 10% of your overall diet. Cutting out sugars and I don't drink at all, so that's easy for me. Are you Sue Dog from the wild and wonderful world of the whites of West Virginia? I have no idea what that is. But no, I just need to, I'm just working to get in good shape, y'all. I want to be healthy and that's one of the reasons I can't be over the road to the extent I am now, because I'll be home every 10 days for like 4 or 5 days, and that's what I need. I'm trying to drink only water, but that's hard trying to cut. Oh, child, I know it is really hard trying to cut out sugars. Water with, yes, absolutely. Water with cucumbers, lemon, stuff like that is absolutely delicious. Show them. Show them saggy waggies. Well, honey, I hate to tell you, there's nothing saggy about my boobs, bitch. So, try to show a little more damn respect. I'd appreciate it. Thank you very much. Mr. Taco Trucking checks out. It is a zero sugar substitute. Okay. Do you wear flip-flops? No, I don't wear flip-flops. How drunk are you? Or is it pills? Okay, dude. Bye. I cannot stand a rude motherfucker. And he is just now off my channel. You always get, and I don't understand that. I don't know if it's my generation when I grew up or what, but when guys get so brave on the internet that they think they can talk to a woman like she's just trash or a piece of shit. And believe me, when I was a dancer, guys hardly ever talked to me like that. Hardly ever, or they were gone. I remember I was working at a club in Oklahoma City. It was my home club. We had what we called our home clubs. I'm back, hey Suzanne, I just had to kick a jackass out of here. We had where, you would practice your routines. I used to do a fire show. I used to eat fire and all that crap. So, anyway, I would practice new skits, and then I would travel around. I was a feature dancer. And I remember I was working at this club, and this guy, he went to grab my breast, and I pushed him away. I said, oh, hell no. We don't do that. And he goes, you fucking bitch. He goes, she's nice, she's nice, she's nice. She don't care if I touch her. And he goes, but this bitch. And this one guy just looks and he goes, say it again. Say it again to her. And he goes, what? This bitch? Knock that son of a bitch out. You know what that guy did for a living? Of all things. Not the one that knocked him out, the guy that got knocked out. He was a neurosurgeon. Child, the few times people did get rude with me like that, probably in all my years as a dancer, probably 3 or 4 times. Most of the people showed you a lot more respect. But here on YouTube, it's like these keyboard warriors think they can talk to you any which way, and that's bullshit. It's the new generation. There is a lot of that in it. But some of these younger people are so sweet and nice. But yeah, some are just nasty and rude. But I have found more rudeness from people in their 40s and 50s, and it blows my mind because it's just this new tech that I have seen online where young people are just really nasty to the older generation. It blows my mind because we would have never talked to people like that when we were kids. Love the true lime drinks mixes. Okay. You know, I love using, oh God, what is that stuff? It's artificial, it's a real sweetener, but it's 0 calories. And people are baking with it and making lemonades with it and stuff. But I drink this, the Arnold Palmer Lights, and they taste really good. They don't, you know, it's delish. But, you know, that's one thing in trucking is people, it destroys your bodies unless you sit there and get out there and try to, you know, just walk around the truck. I park way in the back before I go into the truck stop, and then I'll walk into the truck stop. Anything to just keep me moving. Okay, nice chatting. Peace out. Okay, honey, keep on trucking. You be good. By the way, you are very beautiful. Oh, David, you are so sweet, honey. Rich, hey, almonds are... Arnold Palmer's are really good. I mean, this is like from our parents' day, you know. And what an Arnold Palmer is, it's tea and sweet tea and lemonade. And this is diet sweet tea and lemonade. David, hell yeah. Have been drinking for 43 years, and this is the worst I have ever seen out here. Have you ever tried plant-based proteins? Yes, I have. When I was vegan, I had different plant-based meats and stuff like that, and it's good. I mean, shoot, I would take, and you can get beef flavoring, and you take like mushrooms, you cut them up, you soak them in the beef broth flavoring, and then you turn around, you dab them dry, and you sear them off, and it tastes just like carne asada meat. A lot of the ground beefs are good, but like I said, I don't think I'm ever going totally back vegan, but I am going to go where I have only 10% meats, but it's going to be like ground turkey, ground chicken, crab, fish, stuff like that. Not drinking and driving, sorry, for 43 years. Yeah, I don't drink at all, so, but that's good, David. But no, I'm just trying to figure out different ways to use my CDL right now, and different ways to make money doing it, besides being in a big rig. I mean, I had thought about going to truck movers, and that could be an option for people that want to be home more often, and you still want to drive a semi. Go to work for truck movers. You're delivering trucks from the factories to places like Prime or to Swift, or you're moving them to the dealerships and stuff like that. And you're also moving school buses and all kinds of stuff like that. I think that's an interesting job. I just like the RV transport because I want to bring my dog with me. And like I said, it just pays way too good not to. You know, now I wouldn't want to do drive away, which is like driving your Class A's, your Class C's, because they pay less, because you're not driving your own vehicle. I'd rather drive my own vehicle, be able to have my dog in there and stuff like that. So have you guys used your CDLs in any creative ways? Found ways to make money or jobs that you really like that you want to share? Because that's what this channel's about. It's about sharing with each other, supporting each other. It's not about tearing each other down. And it's not about tearing other companies down. Like, I used to be very anti-Swift. I really was. I was a Swift-hating bitch. My parents worked for Swift at one time, and they did them real dirty. And I've heard some horrible stories. But they've changed a lot from my understanding, and I've met people that have worked for Swift recently, and they said they make good money. So I did truck movers before. It's okay. Really? Okay. How much did you make doing truck movers? And did you just do singles? Did you do doubles, triples? What was your experience at truck movers? Because I met how I found out about truck movers is I met someone when my Volvo was in the shop and it was broke down. And they told me about truck movers. What kind of dog? I have a Belgian Malinois. Let me see. Let me find I usually have a picture of Gunner on my phone. Now my boy is a pretty dog. Huh, my screensaver changed on me. Have y'all ever had that? I've always liked running California every week. That. Yeah, if I could have found a job going like from Cali to Texas or something, back and forth, where I could go up and down 10, because my home's on 10. I live in Quartzsite, Arizona. That would have been perfect. Or even from Florida to California and just been on the lower part where I was going down 10, because I also have property in... Hello, sweetheart. David, unfortunately, I just don't see a future out there anymore. Like I said, driving has been a whole life been on trucks. Yeah, you know, I'm thinking though, if when Trump gets back in office and releases our reserves, I think we're going to see a lot change in the trucking industry. I did only singles for the company, was with kind of the low pay. Okay, yeah, if they're not paying, it's not worth doing. Because when I got to talking to him, the one guy that told me about him told me something different than the recruiter told me, and I kind of decided not to do it. I was like, no thank you. Because, you know, I need to make a couple thousand a week at least. And doing RV transport, I could do at least, after all my expenses, $2,500 a week, the minimum. And that's with taking time off. So for me, that's kind of a big deal. I need to have that time down. I don't want to be run like a dog. Ask for new trucks starting out where you would recommend for me to... Okay, Robert, where would I recommend you training? Prime. That's just being honest. I would not probably come... I don't know, it depends on your situation. I say I won't come into trucking right now, but it depends on your situation. So let's say, because we're at an all-time low right now in the trucking industry. So let's say your circumstances are, you're going to come into trucking, you don't have a family to support, you don't have any bills, so you're going to live on your truck. I myself and my kids are grown. Okay, if it's just you, your kids are grown, you don't own your home unless you own it outright. yeah, I would probably go ahead. I would come to Prime because they have the best training program. They just dropped their miles to 30,000 on your TNT side. Their TNT instructors are great. Ask for Jimmy and Pink if you go to the Springfield terminal. He's a great trainer. And then you'll do your TNT. And we have great trucks. So, yeah. How about KLLM or night? No, hell no. I would not go to any of those for training. Prime has the very best program for that. And I'm not a Prime fan. I know I work at Prime, but I'm fixing not to be. So, yeah, no, I would find a place to put this and get it out of our way. Yeah, no, for training, I would definitely come to Prime. They call him Jimmy and Pink. If you come to, he was my PSD trainer, and he was excellent. My TNT trainer was an evil, sadistic piece of shit, but that's another story. Industry become overloaded. Absolutely, our industry right now, there's way too many drivers. But if you're coming in and you're going to give up your place, you're going to live on your truck, I think the industry in the next year or two is going to rebound, and I think it's a great time if Robert wants to. No, I would not do Wilson for training. Fuck no. Most of these training companies out here are shit. I can't recommend one of them outside of Prime for training. Not one of them. You go to Swift, they turn around and they start taking money for your school right at your first paycheck. Prime does not ever take it. Now, if you leave before a year's up, you got to pay them back the money for school. Swift takes it and then they slowly give it back to you. So, if you weren't going to do Prime, my second one would be Swift. And after that, I would go to a regular school that's not a company. Okay, thank you. And that is my opinion, but financially, Prime makes the best sense for training. After you got your year in, one company's as good as another. Swift's as good as Prime. Some companies are better. When you got a couple years in, more and more companies open to you. If you build your own company to survive when times are hard, you will be in good shape. You will be in good shape when the market rebounds. Do you have a cost? Do you have a cost or anything? What do you mean a cost? Now, when you come to Prime to get your license, what'll happen? You apply, and now's a great time to apply. You'll talk to a recruiter. They'll call you, and then they'll tell you they need you to go get your permit. There's apps you can get out of the Apple Store or wherever, and you can do practice tests and all that. You'll go get your permit. Then Prime will give you money for a bus ticket or something to get you to Prime. They'll put you up in a hotel there at Prime, and then when you it'll take you about 2 weeks to get your license, and then they're going to turn around and put you with a TNT instructor, and you'll get paid like base pay of $900 a week, but my students were usually making around $1,400 a week while they were in training. So, and then you'll get your own truck. You go lease. They put you in your truck. You don't got to put money down or anything. Prime doesn't want you to fail. I'm just tired. I've been doing it for years. I'm finally getting in shape. I want to get out there. I want to date again. I want to enjoy life. I want to be home more often. And I'm at an age that you really got to start taking care of yourself, because if you don't, it's going to get harder and harder. And I just don't want to do it. But anyway, guys, I have been on here for about an hour. It's been a real long day for me. Normally I like being on here for an hour to 2 hours. Um, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I feel so lucky. Oh, let me see. If you have the physical strength to lift 90 pounds or 110 pounds, starting out, a flatbed pays the most. No, it doesn't. I don't agree with that. Flatbed does not pay the most. You have to be physically fit because, well, I don't know what flatbed pays at other companies, but I know starting at Prime, flatbed pays the least. Bye, hun. Thanks for chatting. Robert. I want to start my trucking and I'm fixing to turn 49. Okay, well that's awesome. I started in my 50s. Have a good night, beautiful. Oh, you're so sweet, David. Thank you. I know there are companies running from Texas to California. Yeah, there are some. I just have found something new I wanted. Do you know what Prime pays if they train you to get your CDL after the company school? Yeah, they pay what they pay. So and that's another good thing about Prime. You know, if you're leased, you're going to be making as much as someone that's been doing it for 20 years. And it's going to be, you know, it's a great opportunity. Okay, be safe. Let me see. Yes, it does. From personal experience. Prime isn't the end all be all in flatbed. No, they're not. They're not, because they're not a flatbed company, Charles. But they do have a flatbed division. But you know, Milton's a good flatbed company. But they don't have a school. Have a great night. I'll see you soon around Prime. Well, I don't know. You might see me around Prime. I'm not. I might not be there much longer. Yes. Yes. What? Yes, are beautiful. Don't let anybody tell you to. Oh, honey, I'm so fucking bad. They can tell me I'm not pretty all they want, and you know, I like myself. I have my own authority after 11 months of being a company flatbed driver. Own trucks, Kenworth. Nice. Well, you know, that's awesome. I would not be going on my own authority in this economy or anything, and with the way trucking's going, I would, you know, but if it's working for you, that's awesome. One of my students, him and his brother opened their own company, and they're doing really good. They haul express freight, I think, for the company, not Prime Inc., but Amazon. So they're doing really, really good. So, and that's one of my students. You know, they start out with one truck, now they got a couple trucks, and they're kicking it. You know, but I would never start out on my own authority in this deal. Have to be business-minded, not just a driver. You know, you say you got to be business-minded, but truly, I've been in business for years and been very successful. That has not anything to do with it. It has something to do with it, but this is not the economy for me. I do not think this is the right economy to go into trucking on your own authority. There's a lot of companies going under, hell-bent for leather. Maybe in a couple of years, maybe you've gotten yourself a niche that you're doing really good in flatbed, but would I recommend to someone going out on their own authority in this market? No, not at all. I think that's a foolish thing to do. But if you're doing good in flatbed on your own authority and you've got a niche, if you're just working off the boards and you've only been a trucker for 11 months, you don't know what money is. You just don't know. But maybe I don't have the whole picture for what you're doing right here, but if you're making the money and you're doing good, I'm happy for you, man. I am thumbs up. I think it's awesome. And I have all the respect for you. But for me, I just don't think it's the best idea. But anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Thank you. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for coming into my lives. Thank you for choosing to spend this time with me tonight. Charles, Prime is good to learn. Tanker. Yeah, Prime's a great teaching company, but beyond that, you know, would I recommend lease or company to start out? I'd recommend lease to start out if you're at Prime. Now, and Prime's eliminating a lot of the company positions right now. But there are great, not for everyone. I've been self-employed for 30 plus years. Well, not quite as long as me, but never be afraid of failing. Don't be afraid of failing, but don't make mistakes. You know, you really need to be educated when you go into something and know what you're doing. But far as, there's a lot of company positions out there, a lot of great company positions. And if you have, but the thing is, to get those good jobs, they require experience. So whether you're starting at Prime, starting at Swift, or wherever, you're going to want to put at least your first year in. Then more places open up to you. After 2 years, even better jobs open up to you. After 3 years, you can write your own ticket. So if it were me and I was coming to Prime, I would definitely go lease. Prime's set up, they don't want you to fail. They want you to pay those leases on those trucks. For me, right where I'm at, I'm going to be I'm purchasing this truck, and I'm going to walk away. I'm going to do something different, because you got to be able to pivot in business and be able to say, okay, I'm going to take a little bit of a loss here, but I'm going to make up for it here, because I'm going to make a lot more doing this. It's just like this young man doing flatbed. He might have fallen into a niche that's working for him. And like I said, I don't know what his deal is, and I want nothing for the best, but the best for everyone. Do you own your own truck? Yes, I do own my truck. I can connect. Contact me for advice. No. I am switching gears here. My advice to you wouldn't have been to go out on your own authority with so little experience. But like you said, you're doing good. So I'm not someone to tell you what to do. Like I said, I'm switching what I'm doing. But there is a lot of great companies that, you don't have to be on your own authority. I mean, lease. But the best companies will open up to you after you have more experience. Prime is a great place to get that experience in. If I were going to any company to get my CDL, I would try Prime first, and if that didn't work, I'd go to Swift, and if that doesn't work, I would go to a school. But one of those two are going to hire you. But I'd take Prime above all of them, especially for their lease program. But anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get off here. I appreciate each and every one of you. Until next time, Miss Mother.